Hi everyone. Thanks for joining. This talk is called Secrets That Pay Hunting Wild Credentials for Bug Bounties. Just a quick question. How many of you have already used Truffalog like before? I know like most of the people have already used. Good. Actually, that's the point tonight. I'm not going to explain what Truffalog is because you already know. What I want to show you is how to stop running it by hand and instead build a small system that runs it every day for you and only pings you when it finds something real. By the end, you'll see a real secret get caught live, and you'll see the exact setup, a scheduler, a small memory file, and an alert that turns one command into something that works while you sleep. Let's get started. Quick intro, I am Piyush. Right now, I work as a staff product security engineer at a harness. Outside of that, I do bug bounties. I've been doing security work for past 7 years, tested more than around 300 plus applications, and I write about what I learn on my blog securitycipher.com. The link is at the end if you want to read more later. I'm giving this talk because secret hunting is one of the easiest way to make real money in bug bounty. You don't need a fancy exploit, you just need a good process. So let's just get started. Here's what we'll cover, why this matters, where secrets actually leak, a fast look at Trufflog and its browser extension, a real scan you can see with your own eyes, then the main part how to automate all of this so it runs on its own, and at the end how to turn on an alert into a real bug bounty report safely. Why secrets? Three simple reasons. One, severity. A live credentials is always a critical bug. There's no debate. It either works or it doesn't. Second, it's effort. You don't need to chain five bugs together. Find it, check it's real, and write it up. Three, speed. Programs can confirm this kind of bug faster. Fast confirm usually means fast payouts. Now look at this comparison. An unverified match is just a guess. The key could be dead or fake. Once you verify it, it's a proof. And one small safe check, like asking whom I am, shows real impact without touching any real data. That's the whole game verified secret. Okay. So we are actually secrets. Okay. So where do you find these? So Git history is number one. People think deleting a file remove the secret, but it doesn't. It's still sitting in an old commit. Truffalog checks the full history, not just the newest code. Forks are sneaky. Someone forks a repo, leaks a key by mistake, and even if the original repo gets cleaned up, the fork is still out there. Then next, CI/CD blocks definitely, like Jenkins or GitHub Actions, often print out secrets values while debugging, and people forgot those logs are public. The other major part is Docker images are the big one. People bake up .env files into an image layer. Even if they remove it later, the old layers still has it. And the smaller sources, leftover test keys in npm or py packages, and public files like postman collections, api docs, or even mobile applications and js files that expose backend secrets. Simple rule, assume nothing is really gone, old data hangs around. So meet Truffalo. So quick refreshers, and I'll keep this short since you already use it. The main thing that makes Truffalog different from a normal search is verification. It doesn't find a pattern that looks like a key. It actually checks with the real provider to see if that key still works right now. That's a huge because it turns hundreds of maybe secrets into just a few real ones. It also checks the full Git history, not just the newest one, which matters because everything we just talk about. And it's not only for Git. Look at the list: GitHub, GitLab, Docker, S3, even Slack and Jira as well. For most of us, doing bound in Git and Docker are the main ones, but it's good to know it covers more. So, quick bonus, most of the people don't know about Truffalog. So, Truffalog also have an official Chrome extension. Instead of scanning a repo, it watches you as you browse the web. If a website JavaScript has a hard-coded API key, it pops up and tells you right there in the browser. Here's the trick behind why this even works. A lot of websites has loose core settings. That's a fancy way of saying any website can talk to its API when that's true, and the key is sitting in the front end code. Anyone visiting the page can definitely grab it. the right hand side screenshot that we can see, right, the screenshot is real, like straight from the, like, I pulled it from the Trufflog's blog. So it's an AWS key that was sitting in that specific website's JavaScript file. The extension also, so this specific extension is capable to check for git files and .env files whenever you visit any of the sites in your browser. So it's nice extra tool to keep running in the background while you are just browsing the targets. So these are the three commands you'll usually use it. So toughlog git, if you wanted to scan one repo, full history included. So whenever you will run first command, definitely it will look for all the history and everything, all the commits, it will go through that. The next command is like toughlog github, and you just specify the org, and we have to just make sure that we specify only verified. So this is the one you will run the most. It best part is it scan the whole organization and only show you things that are actually live. So whenever we are specifying org, it will pull all the GitHub public repos, and after that it will look for the secrets. And after that, if you wanted to look at the secrets in a Docker image, it's a very basic command, truffle docker, and it will scan the Docker layer by layer. So just that, remember this flag, only verified. Without it, you are checking hundreds of maybe secrets by hand. So within it, you are looking at a short list of real ones. So now, next one. So here, this is a real terminal, like for this demo purpose, I ran a scan on a demo repo. I've just built it just for this talk. Look what we found. So detector type is JDBC. It caught a full database connection string. Status, as we can see, verified. That green check mark means it's real confirm. It's a verified secret. It even tells you the exact file, the number, the line number, and the commit. So notice how much it's hand you for free, like file, length, line number, commit, timestamp. Half of your bug report is already written here. So okay, now let's zoom out. This one scan is nice, but doing it by hand every day doesn't scale. The full pipeline has 5 steps: scan, verify, deduplication, alert, report. Scan means a daily cron job checks every target you are watching. Verify, it will just shuffle or confirm the secret is really live. Deduplication, it's just that it skips anything you are already seen. Alert, a brand new secret verified secret gets, you will get a notification on your Slack or either your Discord. Report, that alert become your Bounty report directly. This is the exact demo we will see later, but scan and deduplication are doing more work than they look like. So this is the part I really wanted to remember. So everyone here knows Truffalo. Almost nobody builds a small piece around it that makes it actually automatic instead of something you babysit. So here's the problem. If you just run a full scan every day, you are checking the entire history again and again. So that's slow, and worse, you will get the same alert 5 times a day, row like that. And because Truffalo doesn't remember what it already told you, that's the main issue. So we add one simple thing, a state file. It's just a plain JSON file. For every repo, it stores the last commit we have already checked. For every Docker image, the last tag we already checked. So here's the flow, like Git repos and Docker images both go through a check state file. Step first, that step asks what's new since last time. For Git, that's just the newest commit. For Docker, that's just the newest tag. Then only then we scan just the new stuff, not everything, just the delta, whatever diff was there, right? And then the step people, so we check it again. Like, from the history, you can check it out what we have already scanned, only something brand new. So whatever you are getting, right, only something brand new and verified gets to the alert step. And after that, we update the state file. So tomorrow's run starts exactly where today is left off. So that's it. It's not fancy code. It's just one small file and a bit of discipline. But it's a difference between a script I run sometimes. So I have a automation, complete automation for this that I use daily to find the varied secrets. So what does this actually look like a day? So if you use GitHub Actions, it's just a schedule, run once a day, 6 a.m. kind of a thing. No servers to manage. You can directly use the GitHub Actions to run the scans. The setup needs 3 things: a list of orgs that you wanted to scan. If you wanted to scan in specific repos, you can specify that. And if you wanted to scan Docker images, you can specify the Docker images as well. If you wanted to specify the Docker org as well, you can specify that as well. So all of the options are allowed by Truffalo, and the small store of past results. So rerun only alert on new stuff. And here's what shows up in Discord or Slack. So org repo, this type of secret, a clear verified tag, and the exact file and commit. So as you can see, this is how we used to, like, I used to get a notification whenever a verified secret got. So you can read it's a 10 second and I know exactly what to do next. So I just got a notification, directly reported to the team. This is a movement automation pays off. You're not running scans, you are just getting pinged when something real showed up. So so you got the ping, now what? So step one, checks the scope. So every program has rules before you write anything. Make sure this target and this bug types are actually allowed. So we have to just make sure that we are doing the scope part. Step two, definitely prove it, but small stage. So one safe harness check, something like who I am. That's it. You are proving it real, not exploring what else it can do. Step three, write it clean. What kind of secret, where is it, proof of concept, the real life screenshots and everything, and what's it can do. And then fourth point, submit and tell them they rotate, so they can rotate the key. This shows the program you are acting responsibility, not just chasing money. And here's the golden rule, worth saying out loud, prove it exists, never go further than that. A small safe checks beats digging around every time, both for ethics and for how the program treats your report. So fast but important automations makes it easy to do the wrong thing without noticing. So let's be clear, avoid scanning things that aren't in scope, using a key for anything past just checking it's real, sending reports for things that turns out to be dead or fake, ignoring rate limits. Like you can specify the authentication so you won't get rate limited. Do instead keep a clear list of what you are allowed to scan. Always filter with only verified, because if you are not using only verified, then definitely you will see bunch of secrets that are not valid and you won't be getting anything from out of those. So before reporting anything, do one safe check and stop there. Follow whatever scanning rules the program has set. Automation makes good habits faster, so it also makes bad habits faster. So build the good ones in from that day. So this is the whole automation that even I am using at my site. So it's just a simple script or code that you can write, so that you can get the notifications, that you can specify the organizations in Docker Hub, or you can specify the organization in the public GitHub repos as well. So daily scan will run, and after that you will be getting the notification that a verified secret was identified. So that's it. So line up on the screen, Sotaflog's own logs. Sotaflog is a great tool. They have their own docs and everything. So if you get any question, Rob, you can ask me like anything else. And if you want, so that's it for this one. So just major talk was related to this kind of automation only that I have built, and I thought to discuss this. Yeah.
Cool. So, for the audience part, like if you guys have like any
Yeah.
questions related to like how secret scanning work or anything in general you want to talk about security, you're like feel free to just drop your messages. I'll convey it to Piyush, or like he might be monitoring as well. So I just want to ask from my side. So have you been running everything uh locally, or like everything on cloud basis? So you mentioned about Git Actions, right?
Correct, right. So it's like that I'm not using GitHub Actions right now. I have a Raspberry Pi, so I have set up everything in that Raspberry Pi. So it's always 24 hours turned on. Okay. So that's how I'm getting notifications on my Discord whenever a new secret was identified. And after that, I used to report to the companies for the bounties.
Okay. And the secret scanning is being done on the Raspberry Pi computer itself.
Correct, right. Yes. So I've
Okay.
just written a very small script. Okay. So at the end, what I am getting is just a notification that will just tell me that this is a verified secret. You have to report. That's it. For the demo, I know the thing is that no, it's in my Raspberry Pi. Okay. So what I can do from my side is the complete code I can put on GitHub so that everyone can use it. So how I built is it's just a simple UI, where in the UI you can specify if it's a Docker, so you can specify the organization that you wanted to scan, and for the GitHub as well. And there's an option to set up a scheduler. So when you wanted to do the scan and all of those things. So that code I can make it public. Yes, script definitely, yes. Code I'll put. So CI/CD pipeline in the sense, so okay, so there is an option where you can directly specify a text file as well, a log file or something like there are multiple connectors that you can use in Truffle. So you can directly use those. There's nothing like stream, like we are not pushing. It's like that you are specifying that this is something that we wanted to scan. So how you can get the list of the organizations? Definitely you can directly go to bug bounties, or you can on directly Google search about I think doc you can use security.md or security.txt. Those are the guys who used to run vulnerability disclosure programs. So you can directly target those organizations. Yes. So what we are doing, like if will see in the world, everyone has set up their own automation. It's not just about the secrets. Everyone is using AIs to identify security issues, pen testing kind of issues, right? Reconnaissance everyone is doing, right? I'm also doing like putting a domain, looking for the subdomains, and after that running other tools like project discovery is having great tools, nuclei and all of those things, wayback URLs. You merge everything, and after that you will get a good number of valid issues.
Okay. So one question we might have missed from Hitesh. So it's kind of legit, so I'm just reiterating. So most of the time you'll be getting a lot of noise, right? So how you're making sure that you're actually reporting the right issues?
Correct. So Trufflelog, whenever you are running Trufflelog with a very basic org, you are specifying org and a specific repo, right? So you will get hundreds of issues, right? Because it's just a regex. But in Trufflelog, the main thing is that there is an option hyphen only verified. So it means that it will verify, once it has identified the issue, in backend it will hit the actual API to that regex, whatever was identified. It will check if this is a valid issue, valid secret or not, and then only it will be pinging you. So that's the main thing. Whenever you are running Trufflelog, make sure that you are using that flag only verified, so that you are getting a valid secret only. And whenever you are getting a ping for valid secret, it means it's a valid because Trufflelog has already verified the secret. And you can go to my blogs. So I used to write blogs as well. Okay. And I have created multiple resources as well. So if you are new into pen testing or the security domain, you can directly access those pages. That will be very much helpful for you. Like I used to write blogs and multiple resources, security checklist, and multiple things are there. So you can go through those as well. And some of the automations I already have on my GitHub page.
Right. So do share like all your blogs in the comment sections, or like well, just pass it on to me. I'll just share within the community as well.
Yeah, I'll just put the URL so you can crawl through the application. So, yes. So new things. Recently only I have built multiple things, so you can go through those.